Hey folks, Evil DM here. I'm back for another episode of Meg's DC Heroes. Let's learn the system. This week we're going to talk a little bit more about GM advice and the idea of the leveling mechanic in the game. Now, a lot of people who play these games are coming from other backgrounds. Maybe they're starting for the first time. It's not really sure where they're coming from. But generally, a lot of people who play other games come into the superhero games with the mentality of leveling or improving their superheroes or villains, and they just don't understand how it works all the time. Most people, when we play these superhero games, just want to improve, and that's natural with role-playing games. You don't want to be stuck doing the same thing forever, and you want some type of end game for your character over time. Now, unfortunately, people have a little bit of this mentality of level up, level up, level up, maybe because of video games, maybe because of previous games, maybe because of D&D. Whatever the case, you have to walk away from that mentality when playing these superhero type games, whether it be DC Heroes, GURPS, Champions, Phase Rip. It doesn't matter. There is no leveling. Superheroes and supervillains generally have the same power set for quite some time, without real much improvement over time. If you look at comics, Spider-Man had the same powers for years. Wolverine, same powers for years. Until recently, some of them have gotten more powers. Or it really depends on the writer, to be honest. But generally, superheroes have stuck with the same suite of powers over time. Now, that could get a little boring in playing superhero games. It is not maybe realistic for all players, and they need some type of endgame. My suggestion when playing the game is to start at a lower hero points for the game, such as maybe 350, 400 around there, compared to, say, 700, 800. Excuse me. And what you can do when playing the game, instead of awarding hero points over time, which you can do, and wait for them to just kind of improve over time and slowly build up the character, I saw this method in our DC Hero group in Facebook, our Meg's DC Hero group, which I've included a link in below. It was by Lauren, and they said that what they do is they start their characters at 250 hero points, allow them to kind of form their character, get a background going for them, and, kind of formulate. It kind of represents like the level 1 of D&D, or like the level 1 to 3 area when you're first playing. You're forming your character, getting an idea how they are on the field, and, and then after a short amount of time, maybe however many sessions, you give them a 500 build. It gives them a chance to rebuild the character again, but so if you don't like certain things, you have now 500 points to improve him or rebuild at the normal rules again. And once you get a little more comfortable and get down the concepts of the game, and you can rebuild again at like 1,000, then maybe 1,500, and then 2,000, and you go from a small time street level character like the Teen Titans or Batman, whatever, Green Arrow, to this mega powerful ultra Justice League member. I think it's an excellent idea, and I made a video because I thought it was such a good idea, and it's just good advice, because it shows a leveling progression for most players that just don't understand when they play these superhero games that heroes really don't improve that much. Yeah, they do, but it's a little bit here and there over time. So that's what that was suggested. What I've done in the past is start them at a lower level at, say, like 300, 400, and let them build the character up slowly, but award hero points a little bit more generously over time so that they can build their character up. That's what I was doing, and I think I like the 250, 500 rebuilds. That way, their hero points can go into the game and blowing it on rolls and doing these epic adventures with the hero point, so you don't have to worry about it, saving them up. Because I noticed playing over time in the group, the players would hoard their hero points and just never use them whatsoever unless they really had to, and that's not the point. The point is to use those things to get that last ditch, last resort, to improve the rolls, to get that mega punch in, or, get the bad guy, but they really just were not doing that. So I think this method of 250, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, however you want to do it, over time. A couple sessions here in the beginning, kind of like session leveling, how people have done that in various role-playing games as opposed to experience points. You could do it like after 4 or 5 sessions of the game, depending on how often you play. You could say, all right, guys, take what you have and rebuild it for 500 points now. That gives them a chance to, take the powers that they have and the abilities they have and increase it a little bit more. Formulate the character, make him different. Maybe add another power if you allow it. It's all up to you as the GM what you really want to do. But I think this method of the milestone hero points, I want to call it milestone hero points, I think is probably the best method I've seen. And Lauren, thank you. Awesome job, man. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it below in the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you have not. Click on the bell icon so you know when my videos are coming out. Head over to the Meg's DC Hero role-playing group, which I've included a link below, and you can join in the conversation with us as this group has been growing and growing as of recently. Excuse me, as of recently. So enjoy, and up and away.